Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at this lunar eclipse in Scorpio energy. As I've understood from astrologers, this is a lunar eclipse that is wrapping things up that happened during the last solar eclipse in Scorpio in November. So it was powerful times. It was in Scorpio, not easy. And so now you're finally wrapping up the things that happened then. It is good energy. It could be strong because it is in Scorpio. At the end of the day, you might feel like things are coming out of the closet, if I'm saying the expression correctly, but it is there to liberate you. In fact, just to let you know the energy, as I've understood from astrologers, they're saying that it's similar to the Six of Cups energy in tarot. Let me bring that up. And the reason they say that is because the Six of Cups is the second decan in Scorpio, but the ruling planet here is the sun. So if I'm understanding this correctly, taking these two aspects is like things with the Scorpio, like things ending and dying, and there's clearing up and growth. Strong internal growth, but at the same time it's in a positive way with the sun. It could result to you getting things finally the way you want, you achieving finally the things that you want, moving in the direction of the things that you want, or just like the Six of Cups, getting a dream that you've always wanted, so imagine it as a shake-up only to liberate you. All right, so to do this reading, as you know, we're taking a look at groundbreaking positive changes that are happening to you. I believe a reading like that is super important during a time like that. And we're taking a look, what's ending, what's beginning, and what are the groundbreaking positive changes that are happening as a consequence. All right, my dear soul family, let's see what cards we have for today's reading. Right, so for pile number 1, you have Embrace Stillness. For pile number 2, you have Take Action. For pile number 3, you have Trust Your Wisdom. And for pile number 4, you have Create Silence. Really interesting cards, I must say. All right, if you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. This does look like the blood moon, doesn't it? Okay, there we go. So for pile number 1, you have the Amazonite. For pile number 2, you have the yellow Aventurine. For pile number 3, you have the Opalite. And for pile number 4, you have the Onyx. All right, so take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, or maybe all of the piles, trust your intuition. It is your magic that always guides you to the right readings. Whether you're drawn to just one, several, or all, let it lead the way. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, and I'll see you in your readings. All right. We're now about to begin your pile preparation process. If you would like to watch through it, please stay. But if you would like to take a closer look at your piles, please pause, take as much time as you need, and I'll see you in your reading. Hey soul family, welcome to your shuffling and pile preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here as always while we prepare for your piles. So as you know, today we're taking a look at the energies of this lunar eclipse and how it's affecting your life, what groundbreaking positive changes are happening, what endings and new beginnings are happening in your life. Okay, so to do this reading, these are the decks that we are using. On the left are the oracle decks and on the right are the tarot decks. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, you'll always find that I list them down in the description box for you guys to check them out in any video that you see. Okay, so how is the energy of the lunar eclipse? I really feel this one, so I'm going to take it. This one as well. So I feel these two for pile number 4. Okay, so how is the energy of the lunar eclipse affecting you in your life? Let's find out together. I feel this one. Take it. Right. Now we're taking this deck 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now it's time for your tarot decks. So how is the, whoa, thanks a lot. How is the energy of the lunar eclipse affecting you exactly in your life? What groundbreaking positive changes are happening? And what endings and new beginnings, oh thanks, are happening in your life? So I did something here. I brought out a deck that has more energies of the past. And then I brought out energies that is more modernized and has energies of the present. This way we can perhaps read what are the endings and what are the beginnings. At least that's the plan. We'll see how it actually goes in the reading. You know, we always have a plan, but sometimes it doesn't go the way we plan it at all. Sometimes I bring out a deck that I want to use as a tool to show me something positive and it shows me something negative. And sometimes I want it to show me something negative and it shows me something positive. Sometimes I want old energies, it shows me new, you know. I let energy flow and show itself the way it wants to. To me, tarot decks are an amazing tool, and oracle decks, of course, to see messages and interpret messages, but at the same time, I keep an open mind. Unless I'm asking a question like, I know this is going to be the answer to it, like, what are the blessings? Then I know, even if it's an old, new card, positive, negative, I know it's meant to be translated to answer your question in the positive. And if I'm like, it once happened in a reading. I was once doing a reading about, what was it? I think, what do you need to heal? Or it was, the cards were supposed to read the shadow, I think. And then all of the cards came out positive, and we all had a laugh in that pile. And I had to stick to the question, because even the Even though the positive cards came out, we're not going to do a reading about, ooh, what are the blessings coming in? And so I was able to understand that here the reading means that this person is full of amazing things that they perhaps are not seeing. It's hidden. So in all cases, what I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, the cards show themselves to you to answer a specific question that you asked. If you get a card, don't put it back. It's answering something. You might want to clarify. Don't be afraid to just reflect and think, why did this card come out? And like I said, we plan at the end of the day, we're guided by the universe. Sometimes I pick up a deck and I say, oh, this deck is I'm just gonna take one card out of this deck, and then two come. Sometimes I forget a deck altogether. And so I believe at the end of the day, everything, no matter how much you plan, will happen the way it's meant to happen. We do have a say in everything, but we also are surrounded by the energy of the universe. And so it's like co-creation with the universe playing out the way it's supposed to play out, energy playing out the way it's supposed to play, and we have the freedom to choose at the end of the day. So we can take specific actions that can help us do what we believe in and avoid what we don't. But if something is meant to happen and we're supposed to learn that lesson at the end of the day, it's all gonna come back, and the universe always balances itself out, where we will learn that lesson if we're supposed to learn it. I don't know what got us here. Oh my god. All right, so let's now pick up the first pile. Maybe that was a message for someone here listening. Okay, so that is pile number 1. I'll keep it here with the, Amazonite. That is pile number 2. Right there with the yellow Aventurine. Pile number 3. Right there with the Opalite. And pile number 4. With the Onyx. Okay. So, my beautiful soul family, your 4 piles are now ready for today's reading. Thank you so much for spending this time with me as we prepare for your piles. As I always say, it is one of my very favorite times during the reading, that sacred calm time, the energy and the magic that happens during the pile preparation. I love sharing it with you. I love sharing your energies with you. Thank you for spending this time with me. Love you guys so much. Wish you all the best of luck and blessings and major positive changes to happen in your life during that coming period. It is a strong time with major changes, and I know you're going to love what's coming. And let's get straight into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Amazonite, as well as the card Embrace Stillness. So let's see how your main card, fits into your reading today. And we're taking a look at what groundbreaking positive changes are happening with this lunar eclipse. Okay, so you have Isa, the rune Isa. You have, wow, serendipity. This is amazing. This combo here is really nice. Okay, and you have, wow, the sun in Virgo with health. This is looking so good for you, my dear pile number 1. Okay, let's now explore the rest of your cards. So you have the 6 of Swords. You have the Moon card, right? You have the Ace of Cups. What is different here? Maybe nothing. Okay, the Ace of Cups. You have the Queen of Pentacles. You have, and you'll notice the High Priestess here. That's how this deck works. That's why I was like, where's the difference here? We'll find out in a second. I'll take a look at the cards. So you have the Queen of Pentacles with the High Priestess in it. You have the Ace of Cups one more time. Interesting. There's definitely a new beginning here. Maybe even an emotional new beginning, for sure. That will make you feel very abundant with that type of humongous growth. As we see the High Priestess holding the pentacle. So we see emotional growth resulting in something changing in your very life. Ooh, that's an extra card in this deck. So you have the Matrix card. This is when in the Matrix movie, when he asked him to choose between the blue and the red pill, and it's falling right under the moon. How? Oh, I see what this is saying. You have the 2 of Cups. Beautiful energy. Again, it's very emotional here. And you have the King of Pentacles. And it's interesting. The King of Pentacles fell under the Queen of Pentacles, emphasizing what a huge role this is going to play with the abundance that you are going to experience in your life. So certainly a very important lunar eclipse for you. It's going to have a great effect. And it's going to make you, at the end of the day, feel very abundant and very much healed. This depends on how you choose to go about it with the Matrix card. You know, the difference between the red pill and the blue pills, when he asked him in the movie, would you like to take the pill and sleep and forget that everything happened and go back to your usual life? Or would you like to accept all these changes and go further down the rabbit hole, but this way you'll understand and gain more knowledge about the truth, and this way you'll get more power, power over your life, and you'll understand what's going on. So this is exactly what I'm seeing here for you, especially with the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles. Look, this lunar eclipse is bringing emotions out of the closet, and it temporarily may feel like it's too much to take during these 2 or 3 days. And we can see it here. Do you see in the moon card all these dragons? Let me take that out. All these dragons surrounding the moon. So it is a time where you're going to feel that it may be a little bit too emotional, but consider these emotions as cleansing. It's helping you expedite a growth process, and that's why you have Isa here. And Isa has to do with the ego, with the you. Cleansing attachments, attachments to the past or attachments to people. And you can see here in the 6 of Swords this lady practicing some sort of pranic healing, and prana means vital energy within us. So, and that's why you have health. So slowly you're cleansing that energy. And here's the amazing thing. Do you see there's an emphasis on how this healing is bringing about great abundance and in your life? And we see that with the serendipity card. This cleanse perhaps is helping you cleanse your karma, cleanse the energy around you, will help you see things clearly, and it's giving you a solid new beginning. A beginning where you're feeling very lucky. With serendipity, you'll start to feel like things are working out in your life. Your wishes within your deep heart are coming true. And look, there may even be new communication going on. A serendipitous new communication, something that you've always wanted, perhaps a new offer at work, offer at love. There's definitely some new beginning happening, and I feel it's in the form of communication because of the phone here in the Ace of Cups. And so with health, you can see that this lunar eclipse is truly bringing things out of the closet and liberating you, making you free from the attachment to the shadow self, the attachment to the maybe unfavorable way of thinking that you may have held on to in the past to survive. And I see this energy is truly helping you see things for what they truly are. They're making you go deep, understand for the first time why your shadow has been behaving the way it is, if we can say that, or making you behave the way you do. You will see things clearly, you will feel powerful and strong, and you'll gain a lot of wisdom and insight to how to do things the right way, giving you a lot of power. Just like the King of Pentacles, this is power that will enable you to do things that you weren't able to do before. Just like money, right? Money is a resource that helps us unlock things that we wanted to do in our past, things that we couldn't do in our past. Like it could help you pay the rent and never be late. It can help you invest in things that you've wanted to always invest in, or buy something that you always wanted to buy, or be able to get what you want whenever you want to get it. Similarly, when you have a new idea or you have a new understanding of how to do something properly, it unlocks the door to help you behave in a way that you've always wanted to behave in very easily. Just like some people are able to negotiate themselves out of any situation. There are people who are very good at communication. They have a set of ideas in their minds that helps them do that. Similarly with you, there is a major change here when it comes to how you understand things, with the wisdom of things, with the High Priestess here. As the shadows come out during this lunar eclipse and these emotions come out, something is going to click. Some vital energy is happening here where you're able to see things in a way you've never seen it before. In this lunar eclipse, not only are you going to understand why your shadow makes you do the things that you've done before, but you will understand how to do things the right way, unlocking for yourself a major door that you've always looked through but couldn't pass through. This way, you're like, hey, I can do this easily. And I no longer have to either depend on someone to do it for me or wish I can do it for myself. This is not a walking stick helping you to walk. Just like money helps you get something. This is you learning how to walk. And if I were to take these two analogies and put them in real life, it's like money helping you get a house that you wanted. And this is like communication skills that helps you be employed very quickly and put in a great position where you're able to get a consistent large salary to get what you want, or communication skills that helps you sell what you believe in and get consistent amount of money to get what you want. So it's not a walking stick. Money can finish anytime, but you cannot finish. You're an infinite source of energy. And that is what I see happening here for you, for sure. This lunar eclipse is going to help you grow in a way that you haven't before. You're going to see. That's why you have Isa, the you. You're growing here. You could have done some progress over your last 20 years, for example. Sometimes one moment and one specific thought that is so strong can take you way up, way more than the 20 years. It could take you 40 years ahead with skills that can help you maneuver your way into life and do the things that are important to you in a much bigger way than the last 20 years. So it's not always the time. Sometimes you need that kick of energy. It might be intense. It might be scary as well. A little bit scary. It might be too much to handle. It might make you cry for a little bit, but it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And we see that it's not going to be taking a lot of time here. It's not like you're staying. See, it's kind of like a moment kind of thing, where just as the example of the 20 years versus the moment, we can see here, you're not meant to stay in this shadow for a long time to get the benefit. No, this could be a moment or a day of pain that is giving you so much wisdom, finally helping you receive what you want, my dear pile number one. And that's, of course, going to be very different from one person to the other. But I will tell you for sure that there's no way you're coming out of this lunar eclipse without a solid new foundation in your life. This could be a romantic relationship. This could be you being financially independent or moving in the direction, you being strong as a person, you unlocking something that you were trying so much to get before. This could be self-love, confidence, a stronger character. This could be better communication skills. This could be you improving in a skill that you've always wanted to learn. This could be healing your trauma and feeling happy. This could be healing trauma, emotions, depression, anxiety, whatever it is. Something that you've been trying so hard, and you know that without it, your life is going to be and feel so much better. And so, as intense as it could be, momentarily, it's resulting in ultimate freedom, my dear pile number one. And you're even drawn to the Amazonite. The Amazonite clears the air, clears the negative energy. It feels to me like a positive new beginning for you. And you even have embrace stillness here, which is your biggest advice, I believe. Just like the lotus, you're coming out of the mud and you're flourishing and you're blossoming in this lunar eclipse. But in order to go and through that phase and that type of energy, you're really guided to go through it, as the Six of Swords shows us, slowly. Don't let your thoughts with the swords attack you, which is, just as the dragons here show, could be the biggest thing that will help you take the wrong pill, that will push you to take the wrong pill. So it's not about hiding from the emotions and choosing the easy way. It is about facing it head on and saying, I'm going to deal with this. There's no way I'm going to let this happen any longer. And sitting with that, reflecting on that. See, embrace stillness, being calm, especially with your mind. Don't let your mind race. Just sit with it tranquilly and calmly and think. Why am I facing these emotions? And what do I need to do about it? What is it trying to present to me and show me? Because this type of thinking will open up your eyes and help you heal forevermore. You're done with these emotions that used to hinder you, or that type of energy that used to hinder you, and you will have started a new chapter for yourself. You will see that with the crosses here, it gives me an understanding that the divine is with you. You're not going to go through this alone. You are meant to cross this line, or to go past this challenge. It's meant to be over. It's meant to be a thing of the past. And I wanted to say that this time you will definitely be seeing the effects of this in your life. And look at this. I just noticed as well. Here we have the ram. And so this chair is the emperor's chair. How amazing is that? The emperor shows that the way to get all of that is to stay grounded and strong. Observe like the high priestess. What is this telling me? And through that, you will get something solid, something that you've been looking for, something that you wanted to achieve for yourself, someone who you wanted to be. Stay grounded, my dear pile number 1. And through this lunar eclipse, your new beginning is a new you who you always wanted to be. This new you will get you a lot of blessings, just like we've explored through your examples in the reading, will make you very lucky, a very lucky person who easily gets what they want. They don't wait for it to happen. They get what they want for just being them. This is exactly what I see, my dear pile number 1. I'm so happy with that type of growth for you. Congratulations. I wish you all the best of luck with that. Stay through that. Remember this reading. When things start, the tides go up, say, hey, I'm not going to let it take control of me. And you will see how staying with it will unlock a new type of wisdom you've never seen before. My dear pile number 1, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. As I always say, they were written with love from the heart to make sure that I can help you learn more about productivity and achieve and manifest the things that are important for you in your life. This is a topic that I've been teaching for years and years in my life. I've seen people change. I've affected them. And that's why I'm here presenting it to you today. The Productivity Handbook teaches you how to become a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. It changes your mindset from thinking or feeling that productivity has to be something that you suffer through, because if it is, you would drop it. It is about going through it while enjoying it. It teaches you a lot of techniques on how to become productive in a smart way. It also teaches you how to tackle even the most intimidating tasks, because believe me, it is these tasks that push you forward. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And while you're there, you might also want to check out the Productivity e-cookbook, which was done with a lot of love. I partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to bring out to you 210 recipes of healthy, delicious, and recipes that are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. If you're vegan, there's a vegan version. If not, you can make use of both ebooks. There are no duplicate recipes, and this way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from for the rest of your life, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. If you're interested in it, you'll also find a link to it down in the description box. And my dear pile number 1, I wish you all the best of luck. It seems like it's a very important period in your life. It's helping you clear something forever from your life. All the best of luck. I see maturity and emotional health. My dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful yellow Aventurine, as well as this card, Take Action. Let's see how this fits into your reading today. This card is standing out to me, so I'm going to keep it here, wondering why. Let's see how your card fits into your reading today. And as you know, we're taking a look at what grounding positive changes are happening with this lunar eclipse. So you have the Manaz rune. Lovely. You have message in a bottle. Pile number 1 had also communication on the phone. Looks like it's something strong in the energies of the readings today. Okay, you also have Venus in Aquarius with detachment. Okay, let's see what this card is. That is the 7 of Pentacles, but this is a tarot card deck that swaps and takes many cards together. It's like it shuffles them together. So this should have been the 7 of Swords, but it's the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles has to do with something growing, but the 7 of Swords has to do with lying, cheating, stealing, especially that this figure steals the swords. But if you do read more about the 7 of Swords, the stealing happened because this figure was trying to take the swords and prevent war. So let's consider all of these meanings here. Okay, you have the 6 of Cups. By the way, the main energy of this lunar eclipse in Scorpio is the 6 of Cups. So it's very interesting that it appeared here. This even looks like the blood moon, which tells me that this lunar eclipse is going to have a strong effect on you, both emotionally and the benefits, the strong benefits that you're going to get out of it. And perhaps this is why I have the 7 of Pentacles here. As opposed to the 7 of Swords. Interesting. I'm seeing so many things here. So it could be a bit intense on you with all of the water here, but it's going to give you the most benefit from perhaps almost everyone else. Even the 6 of Cups is showing up here. All right, so let's see what this benefit is. And perhaps this is why it's telling you to detach. The way you can go through this energy and while taking the benefits, it's kind of like the way you can take the benefit without suffering through the difficulties or things coming out of the closet with Scorpio energy here is to detach. And this means don't over-invest emotionally with these energies. But instead, with the Aquarius energy, take the time to think about it cerebrally. Okay, so let's see what else you have. You have the 8 of Wands. So this is actually really good. 8 of Wands is quick energy. It seems like this will pass very quickly for you. You even have the horses running here. This could mean 2 things. 2 horses running in different direction. It's chaotic energy, but it's going to pass quickly with the 8 of Wands. It's not staying around for long with you. You have the Magician and you have the High Priestess in the Magician. Very interesting. High Priestess shows up again in this pile. Maybe you're drawn to pile number 1. I wouldn't be surprised with the elements here. Strong elements appearing in both. But in all cases, you can greatly see here. Magician shows us manifestation. High Priestess shows us opening up your mind and how the way you see and think about this chaotic energy is going to help you manifest exactly what you want. Right. Whoa, talk about manifestation. You have the Queen of Pentacles and you literally can see money, showering you. And I hear money, money, money. It's so funny in the rich man's world. So take it how it resonates. With seeing money literally being thrown, I see that it literally means manifesting a lot of money. It's going to result in you manifesting a lot of money. Perhaps a phone call is going to give you a new offer or a new opportunity that you have been manifesting. But as I always say, it's a general reading. If it's not money to you, do know that this is something that you obviously really want, that you're getting an abundance of. You have the 8 of Wisdom. Wisdom is the Wands. Yes, the 8 of Wands again. And I see this energy is passing very quickly for you, but it's also quickly getting you a lot of abundance. Things are launching, things are working. I think you're a very lucky pile in this lunar eclipse, my dear pile number 2. For sure. Things are taking off for you. Things that you have been holding off for a long time are finally moving. Very, very cool pile. We see 1-1. I do recommend that you actually check pile number 1. I think there's a strong call here, especially that manaz has many meanings, but one of the meanings is the self, and the exact rune that pile number 1 got was also the self. So, I mean, the resemblance is uncanny. It could also mean that this is the general energy of the lunar eclipse, but I do see pointing to pile number 1 if you want to check it out. You have the 10 of cups. Wow, I told you you're going to be the luckiest here with this lunar eclipse energy. You're going to be very blessed here. And you have the 9 of pentacles. Seriously? The 9 of cups. 10 of cups and 9 of cups? Wow. Along with manifestation, this is going to turn out to be something amazing. So obviously something is launching very quickly. Some things are happening very quickly for you. To me, it looks like it's something that you've been wishing for years and years. It's been in the closet. It wasn't manifesting. It's like you found this bottle amidst this large ocean. And it's finally happening. It might even be happening through a phone call. Someone is calling you here. Also, manaz means, the rune means divine link. So something is meant to happen in divine time. And the divine time with action now, take action, is now. Something is launching. And for you, pile number 2, with the launch here of something important to you, it may bring chaotic energy with, you having to deal with so many things to get it, Go and get this paper, prepare this, where's the email? You didn't respond to the email. You have to travel here, you have to get that. Oh, you're like, oh! And even, this looks to me like many things launching, to be honest with you, not just one thing, many horses. Many amazing things are happening at the same time. So that's exactly what's going on here with you in the lunar eclipse, my dear pile number 2. Many things are happening. These are many things that you've wished for in your past. And getting all these amazing things at once almost feels like, to people, this is cheating. How come they get all of these things at the same time? So it's not really cheating. To me, this looks like it was withheld from you for a long time. And you know how when you have a bottle, you turn it the other way around, they're all at the bottom. Let's say you have honey, you turn it the other way around. It's viscous. It's taking time to accumulate and go down. But once they accumulate and go down, you open that jar and they go broom. So it's like, maybe it looks on the outside that it's not fair. Hey, how come my brother's jar got all of this honey at once and I have to wait all that? Well, it looks like your brother turned the jar the other way around before they went to bed so that in the morning they can enjoy it and get the honey that they want straight away. So with this analogy, we get to understand that from the outside world, it looks like, hey, that's not fair. How come pile number 2 gets to have all of these blessings at the same time? But really, to me, this looks like with the 7 of Pentacles that it was slowly accumulating and happening for you. Behind the scenes, you have been working hard. Behind the scenes, they were supposed to maybe regularly it would happen at a certain time, but that wasn't the divine time for you. So it was always there for you. It wasn't just ready for you to receive. And boom, once you're ready, you get to receive all of these things at the same time. But do remember that all of these wishes that you've wanted to have for a very long time, all happening at the same time. This means chaotic energy. Not in a bad sense. You know how the expression that says, "Ooh, it's a good problem to have." It is a problem. Well, I don't want to say problem. That's not a nice way to put it. It's a nice challenge to have is the right way to say it, actually. Other people could be like, ooh, you have to wake up every morning and go to the bank just so you can receive your million. Oh, I feel sorry for you. No, you're not getting pity from me. So that's the type of energy here. Yes, you know, with every amazing things comes great responsibilities and comes preparations. If you had to deal with one thing at a time, you know that with each blessing in the world, there comes responsibilities, you know. If you're blessed enough to get a new car, you have to pay for it. You have to pay the insurance. You have to take it every once in a while to get it checked up so that you're safe. You have to do this. There are many errands. You have to register it. You name it. It's a great blessing, but there are errands and there are things that come with it. And that's what I'm trying to say with your energy here. You're going to be super blessed in this lunar eclipse. One of the blessed people. Because it is lunar eclipse in Scorpio. To me, however, it seems like you've done what you've done the work. And it seems like you doing the work is linked to divine timing. And so expect a lot of phone calls or expect a lot of great news. A lot of phone calls, a lot of great news. And here again, we see with the High Priestess, you doing the work, internal work, you reflecting on things, is the thing that is leading you to divine timing. Perhaps with divine timing, you were meant to receive all these amazing blessings at the right time so that you know how to handle them. Although to me, you seem in the very beginning like, I don't know what to do with all these things at the same time. Many things are launching, and I truly feel for you. I understand why you'd be struggling. You may even be a little bit angry or anxious. Let's not say anxious. I want to say like stressed is the right word. A bit stressed with this chaotic energy of like, get this paper for that job, get this for your car, get these papers for your traveling, get these. Now you have a relationship and they're like, hey, why aren't you calling me? You know, you might be getting amazing things at the same time that'll make you feel so blessed and happy. But you have to deal with so much to keep them. You want to be careful because you don't want to drop any of these blessings from you. You're meant to take them. It's not like you're going to drop it. This is just to make me understand, to let you know you have to be careful. Take it easy. It's a time full of emotions, and your biggest advice is to detach emotionally. That doesn't mean to not feel these blessings. It simply means detach the stress from the stress that comes with all of these things launching at the same time, and think of things cerebrally. Take it slow. Enjoy it, but take it slow. Take the time to think of what you're going to be doing with that type of abundance showing up in your life. So what do I see in terms of abundance? I know that it's going to differ from one person to the other, but your pile is so beautiful. It would be really dry to not take a closer look at what these energies could be. Of course, for a lot of you, we can clearly see it depicted. For a lot of you, there's primarily a lot of financial abundance and pampering happening in your life. So that's coming up. This reminds me of puppy love. So, especially with the message here, so for a lot of you, it could be you getting into an innocent, beautiful relationship, you know, two pure souls, two beautiful souls joining together. And there's a lot of, with the rockets here, a lot of fire up and emotions happening. You feeling super happy with the 10 of Pentacles. I also see, I'm trying to find all of the things. Children here, stork, you know, we know the stork carries the baby. So for some of you, if you are, if this is something that you want, you might also be getting a baby. The baby messages, by the way, have been coming across quite frequently. I noticed it several times during the last month, I believe. So someone here is being informed about getting a baby. What else am I seeing? Oh yeah, the rockets and the boat, traveling, especially the horses as well. For some of you, there's traveling. What else am I seeing? I'm sure there's a lot more, but I'm trying my best to pick up the different energies that I see. Certainly divine time, that's for sure. Project launching, yeah. An amazing project launching, or different projects that you're working on, working out and launching. Personal growth, of course. Do I see anything else? If I find anything else, guys, I will let you know. But this is what I'm seeing for the time being. I noticed something so weird. I don't know who this... Someone needs to hear this. If you're growing land, planting something, that could be happening for you. You know, this is too specific, but when it calls it, like sometimes it just pops out. I feel like my eyes fell on it. Then I have to say it. Something that has to do with planting. I don't know what it is, but it could be very informative for you. Maybe some of you are doing something that has to do with planting. Maybe you're growing organic plants. You wanted to make it work. I'm not sure, but I saw it. I gotta say it. At the end of the day, do know that these are a lot of emotions firing up for you. You'll be seeing... I don't want to say you'll be emotional, but you'll be experience a lot of emotions during that time. It's fired up, full of happiness as well as stress. You'll find yourself crying but laughing, you know, very emotional. But see, your biggest advice is to take it slow. Detach from these emotions and take it easy on yourself. Enjoy it, but don't allow yourself to enjoy too much. Be balanced and feel the stress. It's meant to give you a message, but don't allow it to consume you either. And take things slowly. You see, it doesn't look like someone's stealing here. Although they're walking, confidently, and they're taking it step by step. And that's your advice. Just take it step by step so that nothing falls and you're able to maneuver through this blessed time very easily. Enjoy the moment is exactly what's the card is showing here. It's a journey. If you keep thinking about the end results of everything, when is everything going to settle down, you're going to feel stressed. But if you enjoy every moment of it, you know, forget about when things should end and take it step by step and enjoy that step. Enjoy that errand. Enjoy that project that you're doing. Just enjoy the moment. You know, if you're running an errand, make yourself a nice cup of latte, put it in your container and drink it and enjoy it. You know, get yourself a cappuccino. If you are going to the doctor's office, you know, watch something that you've always wanted to watch until your turn comes. You know, just enjoy the moment to moment is your advice. And that's how you'll be able to go through this period as packed up as it is, but at the end of the day you'll be able to enjoy all of the blessings that are coming up. Many blessings are coming up for you, my dear pile number 2. Very happy for you. This is exactly what I see for you in your pile. I see that you've already done the work. It's to you, it's divine timing. It's wrapping up in the form of you receiving your gifts. It's still the full moon in Scorpio. You will feel all of these things, but take it easy. My dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see for you. All the best of luck with this amazing energy. I truly wish you nothing but the best in your life. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. These are books that could truly help you out in your journey, in your life, to manifest the things that you want, especially during a time like that. The Productivity Handbook teaches you how to become a productive person right away, to enjoy the journey, because productivity is not meant to be suffered through. Otherwise, you are going to drop it. It's a it's a journey that you're meant to enjoy. This book teaches you how to do that, how to shift your mindset. It teaches you techniques on how to enjoy productivity, how to make it work. It's something that I've been passionate about. I've taught for many years of my life. I know I make a difference in it, and that's why I wrote everything that I know works in this book for you guys. It teaches you techniques on how to be a productive person and tackle even the most intimidating tasks, because you'll find that there are so many tasks that can push you forward, but you're just procrastinating or putting them on the side for now. It will teach you how to enjoy your life and do what is necessary. If you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And while you're there, you might want to check its sister book. It's the Productivity e-cookbook. This is a book that I was also super passionate about. I've partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to bring out to you 210 recipes of healthy and delicious meals that are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you, and to not spend all of that time in the kitchen trying to be healthy, or choosing to opt out of being healthy and do what is necessary to achieve your dreams. And this is why I felt very strongly about this book. If you're vegan, I got you. There's a vegan version. If you're not, you can even make use of both ebooks. They're full of healthy and delicious meals that I know you're going to love. And there are no duplicates. This way, you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to cook from for the rest of your lives that are cooked in a matter of minutes. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll also find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And my dear pile number 2, all the best of luck. I'm so happy for you. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Goodbye, my dear pile number 2. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Opalite, as well as this card, Trust Your Wisdom. And for some reason, 13 is standing out to me. So let's see how this fits into your reading today. We're taking a look at the groundbreaking positive changes that are happening with this new lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Okay, so let's start off with your oracle cards. So we have Ingus. How interesting. This is a very interesting card. I see where this is, where you're going to be blessed, and where the energy of the full moon in Scorpio is going to challenge you. Of course, resulting in your liberation at the end. But I can see that it's coming for your pile through a blessing. Okay, so you have never-ending story. And the minute on the camera was 57:27, and here you have 37. So I'm seeing a lot of 7s and a lot of 3s as well for you. 7 hit me in my mind with regards to a week. Something is coming in full completion for you, perhaps in a week. Let's see. You have Venus in Aries with lust. And I'm seeing with 1, I know it's the first house, but with 1, I'm seeing a new beginning happening with that fire up new beginning. So it's a blessing bringing a lot of chaos. Okay. Oh, you're even pile number 3. So that's a lot of 3s and a lot of 7s for sure. All right. So let's now take a look at your tarot cards. You have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is dropping the cup. You also have... Are these high heels? No, they're flats. But don't they look like high heels with the way she's walking? Okay. You have, whoa, the Wheel of Fortune. Love that for you. Okay. And these remind me of spaceships. So it looks like something alien or something you're not aware of. It's coming in, bringing you a lot of fortune. Okay. Also, it seems like these 2 cards want to come out. So let's see what they are. You have the Lover's card. And it makes me feel like you're gonna love this new thing coming into your life. Perhaps something that you've dropped in the past, thought it wasn't gonna happen maybe, and it is happening. So now that it's happening, you're very happy. Perhaps you dropped it because you thought it wasn't gonna be there, although it was always meant to be there, because the pair of shoes here look like they're heels, but she's not treating them as heels, but she's walking in them as heels. So I'm getting this idea of you giving up on something that you're supposed to have, and you're covering your eyes here, thinking you're not going to get it, but you are going to get it. And it seems like it's happening in this solar eclipse. Right, so you have the Seven of Pentacles. You're finding it. Do you see? You're uncovering it. You're getting it. It's yours. You have the Knight of Pentacles. For a lot of you, by the way, this could be a lot of money coming in, especially that it's in conjunction to the Fortune here. You have the Four of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacle energy here. You have... So this is a tarot deck that shuffles many cards together. This is the Five of Wands, but it looks as the Five of Swords. So we're getting both energies together, the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. And it looks like this Five of Wands is building something here, building a ship. Okay. We'll explore it when we get to it. You have the Judgment card, and instead here you have the Devil, getting people's attention. So that could mean false leadership. It could mean false ideology that is advertised and people are buying into it. What is that? In that case, that reminds me of when Noah was building the ship, which is a story found in so many ancient civilizations. When Noah was building the ship, perhaps people going astray. I don't know when people were going astray. I don't know why you have that, but I think I must reflect here for sure. Because you're following footsteps of something. Like you think you have something. You're acting like it's there, but it's not there. So I need to think about this with the flat and the heels as well. Also, someone's tying your tongue, or maybe you are. Gosh, there's a lot to unpack here. Let me take a couple of seconds to think about this. Trust your wisdom. Trust your wisdom. Oh. So other than the fact that you're clearly getting abundance of fortune here in this lunar eclipse, I do see that this lunar eclipse is going to be emotional for you when it comes to rectifying a limiting belief. You were following the footsteps of an idea that you believed in so hard that was limiting. And I see you're being liberated. You're challenging that thought. In fact, you have the book at the top of this person's head. You held on with the Four of Pentacles so hard to a belief that you are releasing in a very strong way during this lunar eclipse. It's going to show you that it was the very reason that was tying your tongue, meaning not allowing you to be your true authentic self or to do what is important for you. I believe that you're trusting your own wisdom here. It's helping you reflect deeply with the full moon in Scorpio. You know, this is energy of emotions coming out of the closet. Perhaps these are emotions that you had that were like solidified and you're cracking them open. Something is happening, something is erupting in your life that is making you reconsider something. Now, the downfall or the downside of this limiting belief was that it was keeping you stuck in a cycle of you having to repeat something over and over, and you are tired of that. And that type of liberation that's coming with something intensely emotion and challenging with the Five of Wands may seem challenging in the moment and very emotional, but it's cracking an old idea open. It's never going to be there again, allowing you to feel free, liberating you fully from repeating a cycle that was very tough to go through. You're letting go of an old belief, perhaps even a belief that was on a subconscious level, and you're rising, you're freeing yourself completely from it. This is going to bring a lot of happiness into your life. You couldn't really understand why you were behaving the way you were, and why was this cycle repeating itself. I think it was holding you back from expressing your true authentic self, from being who you want to be unapologetically, from doing many things that are important to you. And with the Queen of Cups here, you're finding balance. You're dropping what's not important to you anymore. You're dropping these old beliefs that were rooted deeply within you, perhaps even from when you were a small child. There's an embryo here, and I know why, because Ingus, one of the meanings is fertility. And I'll talk to you about this card. It's a very interesting rune. But this shows me that this is a limiting belief that happened to you at a very early age. Perhaps even for some of you from when you were in your mother's tummies, not yet born, or maybe this is even signifying coming from a past life. Something that's rooted so deep, perhaps even in your DNA. Since we're seeing an egg here as well. Yeah, something from birth. Maybe even from a past life, by the way. And maybe you don't even understand. If you would trace back, you're like, why am I acting this way? Why do I feel this way? You're not able to track it back. But you're finally moving from that. So I want to check, how is this happening? Like, are you figuring it out, or is it broken on its own because of a situation that's happening? Let me think about it. Let me check your cards. Now my eyes fell straight into that. Something is in your pocket here as I was asking this question. This figure seems to have more money than what she appears to show. What does that mean? Fortune. This means that you have more. Oh, okay. This means that there's more to you than you believe. This means that you're limiting yourself from becoming who you truly are because of beliefs that are convincing you, maybe even at an unconscious level, that you're not that. And you may even be acting it, although you are it. Oh my God. Acting it, although you are it. And that's why you have the mask. How unfortunate would that be? When you are something, and maybe this even reminds me of the word imposter syndrome. You're acting something, although you are it. And the reason you think you're acting it, and it's working beautifully, by the way, because you are it, is the reason for that is because there is a limiting belief, and it's about to be cracked open for good. So how is that happening for you during this lunar eclipse? What's going on? That's why you're cracking wisdom here. You're finding the truth about who you are. We'll talk about the fortunes coming in a second, but I just want to make sure you need to navigate this period very carefully. That as well I will get to. So how are you gonna... It looks like something is erupting here that would usually cause you to not talk about it, to hold your tongue. But you're acting differently here. With Aries and lust, you'll have the desire this time to speak your truth. The lizard is able to camouflage in environments. So maybe you are going to be dealing in this lunar eclipse with someone who is manipulative, isn't honest, but is able to color themselves so that they don't appear as the one causing trouble. And this time you're stepping on them. So this could mean many things. It doesn't literally have to be that, but it could be a situation that used to scare you in the past. Some sort of people you couldn't deal with, or some sort of situation that would usually trigger you. You were very afraid of it. And something is happening during the lunar eclipse where this tricky energy is appearing in your life, but this time you're standing up and you are speaking up for yourself, dropping the fears that you once used to have. And through this situation, you're realizing more to who you are than you ever thought. This situation is going to make you very happy. And I do feel like you've been learning from someone. I think perhaps the universe has been sending you someone or some people to learn from, to pick up how to do something from. Why? Because the Knight of Pentacles here is William, I think William Caxton is the name. He was like the first Englishman to publish an English book, or I think printed an English book. Yeah, the first one to print an English book. It was translated. So he was first an apprentice. He grew up learning from merchants in the printing industry and from many other industries. And because at a young age he's learned the secrets of the trade, he understood how lucrative it was. So he became, what is it, like in the trade, emerged in this trade, built his own printing company. He understood how lucrative it was, and he became a very rich person with all of this learning, and printed the first English book, and also I think 6 of them people loved his books. So that was great success. This to me tells me, in this context, we're getting to the money part because that's definitely a part of your reading. But I just wanted to figure this part out for you, what's happening here emotionally in the lunar eclipse. I think here you have been learning from someone. The universe, or some people, the universe have been providing you with examples, and for a time, you've been watching, didn't know what to do. But then all of a sudden it clicks. And then I see you being able to see yourself do something here. So this has to do with something that kept repeating in your life as a lesson, because it's meant to teach you something. I think you have agreed to come here to learn it, and it's been repeating and repeating and repeating. Yeah, perhaps this is what it's showing you. Maybe this is not a past life. Maybe this is something you were born here to reverse, or to, maybe it's in your DNA. It could also mean the breaking from family, what is it called? Breaking from family. I can't remember the name. Breaking from family trauma. If you I know you know what I'm talking about. Please tell me in the comment section. I can't remember it. Yeah, breaking the cycle here for sure. So whichever it was, whether it was past life, family, pattern, you're breaking it in this lunar eclipse. Yes, in this, it looks like it. In this lunar eclipse. Now, yeah, and I think it's just going to click. That's what's going on here. It's going to click, and you're going to find your balance. And it looks to me like before you used to maybe acted and felt this imposter syndrome, but now you're going to be it. The reason it works so well because you are it. My dear pile number 3, you're breaking free completely, powerfully from this limiting belief. Okay, so let's now get to the fun part. It's not just all that, although I think you breaking out of this limiting belief and opening up your mind to who you truly are is going to be the biggest blessing that you're going to achieve in your lifetime, because it's something here that you were meant to do. It even looks like DNA. You're breaking something super big, my dear pile number 3, liberating yourself forever. Okay, so now let's get to the fun part. Let's get to the fun part. Now, we can clearly see there is some lucrative opportunities happening for you in this lunar eclipse as well. I'm looking at Ingus here, which has to do, like I said, with fertility. Also, what's the word for planting? Harvest. Okay. So, Ingus talks about blessings appearing in your life. And blessings like fertility and harvest. Now, during the old times, both of them were at stake when they happened. When there's a pregnant woman who's giving birth, or when there's harvest coming, both of them were at risk because the baby could die. And also, the harvest can be eaten, going bad. There are pesticides. Is it called pesticides? There are insects and that can ruin it. And so, although it is a time full of blessings, it is also a time where you need to tread carefully through it, because depending on what steps you take, you can carefully move to the other side where you enjoy these fortunes, or you may lose some of them, right? So this is telling you there's a lot of fortune that is coming into your life this coming period. You don't want to drop it. You want to act very carefully with these energies and the blessings coming in. These could be opportunities coming up for you. These could be things that are starting to work. This is you building your own lucrative business. This is you being employed and getting a lot of finance. This could be many things, but I truly feel in your pile, this is definitely finance. And so with all of these opportunities, you definitely have the power to make it work. There's no question about that. But they're also at this early stage at a risk of not coming into full fruition. And so I see a great advice of treading carefully during that time and making sure you tend to them, take care of them, do what is necessary to make them survive through that lunar eclipse, so that you can reap the benefits and the fortune that is there for you to claim once you're on the other side. So my dear pile number 3, look forward to a lot of wealth happening in your life, especially something working and where the lunar eclipse is giving you a lot of energy to begin this, to make it work, for things to happen. It's big energy for sure. It's big energy that is erupting in your life, and you're advised to take care of it until you can reap all of these benefits. And it also shows me that you will always know the way. You know what steps to take, step by step. You will know what you need to do. Take it step by step. And listen to your wisdom about what you need to do. You will be right. It is a time full of emotions, so I don't want to say like hold your tongue, but think carefully before you speak is an advice that I'm seeing for you. You'll see a lot of growth in yourself. That's the first house. You see a lot of growth in you, and that's very apparent, of course. Be careful how you communicate. It's part of the steps needed for you to take these lucrative deals or lucrative opportunities that are coming in for you. Take it step by step. Don't stress yourself. And there is a cycle that used to appear in your life, something you didn't know how to deal with. It's finally ending as you, believe it or not, take out that limiting belief with one situation that's going to spark it all for you during this lunar eclipse, helping you find a lot of wisdom that's gonna make you a much more balanced, strong person for the rest of your life. My dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I'm seeing. Also, I'm seeing that this limiting belief, it will help you create very healthy, beautiful relationships between you and others, and maybe even your current partner or someone that you will be meeting in your near future. My dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see for you. I wish you all the best of luck. May you always be blessed, bold and blessed. This was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. My dear pile number 3, these books were written with all the love in the world, making sure that I transfer to you the experience that I had teaching productivity for many years of my life, helping people truly change inside out. The productivity handbook teaches you how to become a productive person right away. It teaches you how to have a healthy mindset towards productivity, because it's not a journey that you're meant to suffer through, but it is a journey that you're meant to enjoy. It's a journey that's meant to help you manifest your dreams, and enjoying that. What else? What could be better? This book teaches you techniques on how to become smart when it comes to productivity. It teaches you techniques on how to handle even the most intimidating tasks. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And while you're there, you might also want to check out the productivity e-cookbook, which was equally done with so much passion. I've partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to specially bring out this ebook for you. It has 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. That was the whole point. There is breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, salads, desserts, smoothies, you name it. It's all in there. And if you're vegan, there's a vegan version. If not, you can even make use of both ebooks because there are no duplicates. And this way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from for the rest of your life. Taking this issue out of your life where you can enjoy delicious food that is healthy, but then have the rest of the day to do what's important for you. My dear pile number 3, if you're interested in checking that out as well, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. And I truly wish you the best of luck. May you enjoy this coming period of your life. It is full of blessings happening and many changes when it comes to yourself. I wish you the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 3. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Oh, I also want to tell you, with all of the 7s, something is going to happen perhaps within a week from the lunar eclipse. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Onyx, as well as Create Silence. Let me adjust that so you can see it. There you go. As well as Create Silence. Let's see how this fits into your reading today. We're taking a look at groundbreaking positive changes that are happening to you with the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Okay, so let's start off with your oracle cards first. I remember you do have 2 of these in your pile. So you have the Daga's rune, as well as the Norns. Interesting. Okay. You have You have why. Okay. And you have Mars in Virgo with criticism. All right, let's check out the rest of your tarot cards and see what is happening exactly. Also, I'm noticing something may happen towards the end of May. And of course, the energy of the lunar eclipse is going to be affecting you greatly. Let's see how that happens. Yeah, it's affecting you definitely greatly because you have the Norns, which in Norse mythology represents destiny. Urd represents the past, and I think Verdani represents the present, and Skuld represents what shall be. So this energy is definitely affecting your destiny. There's no question about it. There is a huge effect here going on, and something specifically on the 31st, either of May or June, or the beginning of June. Yeah, something towards the end of May, beginning of June. Okay, let's find out together. So you have the 10 of Wands. It looks to me like an end of a tiresome cycle for sure, with the 10 of Wands. You have the Hermit. This to me shows me that it's the end of a tiresome cycle when it comes to you suffering internally. Something that has to do with you and you growing. You have the Page of Wands, and look at that. You have the figure from the Sun card. It's a card that shuffles many things from different cards together. So here we see the figure from the Sun card in the Page of Wands. I believe signifying a new beginning, because now the 10 of Wands are ending and it's a new cycle, but it's a happy one with the Sun in the Page of Wands. You have the Moon. Interesting. So we see the Sun and the Moon. Look at that. Sun and Moon. Definitely a very important time for you during that lunar eclipse. For sure, my dear pile number 4. But it's turning into a positive one. Do know that astrologers have been describing this lunar eclipse as the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is the second decan in Scorpio. And the planet that is involved with this card or affects this card is the Sun. So at the end of the day, although it is you purging difficult emotions out and you growing along the way, it's going to turn into a positive outcome. With the Moon, you're not seeing that. Are these the Lovers? Or this is like the Devil and one of the figures from the Lovers card. How interesting. What is that saying? End of an illusion. An illusion that you may have either loved or an illusion that you've held on to. End of an illusion and gaining awareness. That's why you have why. And I suddenly got a headache right now. So yeah, it's a strong headache that I just got now. Which is probably saying that it gave you a lot of headache. It really hurt you at your core. You have the 5 of Intuition. This is the 5 of Wands or 5 of Swords. Intuition in this deck is the Wands, the 5 of Wands. No, the 5 of Swords. Okay. You have the 6 of Cups. Oh, sorry. There we go. You have the 6 of Cups. We were just saying it's the energy of the 6 of Cups. Yeah, it looks like it has a great effect on you, but it's turning into something super positive. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Love that. With the Queen of Gardens. It's giving you a lot of independence, helping you achieve your dreams. I see in this Queen of Pentacles a lot of self-growth, a lot of confidence, a lot of strength, building your own world and being proud of it. And you have the World card. It's certainly completing a cycle that was obviously full of confusion. If I were to look at that card, I would feel that someone went into a forest full of weird things, just like how it was in Alice in Wonderland, got lost, didn't think they were coming out ever, forgot about their main mission, had to deal with all of their things that were in the way, came out a new person. And what used to feel like something you were never going to come out of, you're coming out of it, and it's the past. In fact, the Five of Swords here is depicted as someone who's trying to see something they're not supposed to see, like crack a password. So you're cracking some information, deep information in your subconscious mind that could have hindered you. Maybe it could have been the very reason that made you label yourself in certain ways, you know? Like maybe you criticize yourself in a certain area of your life without even noticing, my dear pile number 4. So think about an area of your life that you are struggling to, it feels like something you don't understand. Is it work? Is it relationships? Is it something when it comes to dealing with yourself, dealing with others, making money, manifesting your dreams? Something that seemed like confusion, total confusion. And the reason was your brain wasn't able to decipher it because there was no access to this part for you to think about it logically. And so since your brain had, I don't want to say misunderstanding, I want to say it built the image or the understanding of a certain area in a way that it's all muddled up. It didn't make sense of the outside world. It hindered you from making sense of the outside world. And so you had to continually stick to these beliefs that kept you criticizing yourself or maybe labeling yourself in a certain way that wasn't true. I see you gaining access to this knowledge and asking the right questions. Is this really true? Why did I see it the way it was? So some event is pushing you to get into an understanding of your inner child, the way it sees itself in a certain area, where you're dropping forever these limitations. You're getting access to the very thing that perhaps hindered you for the rest of your life, for your whole life, giving you confidence and strength. This was, with the Devil card in the Moon card, this was an illusion. An illusion created that you couldn't get access to with the Moon card. And so that's why, as you gain access to it, you correct it because you have the Hermit card. You're like getting awareness of it, you understand what's going on, and you're changing it forever. It's something with the Six of Cups, that you've held on to since childhood, and it's changing in a dramatic way with this lunar eclipse. As you make sense of it, your destiny changes because of it. I see with Create Silence, there is strength with the Onyx crystal appearing in your reading. Great power and strength coming out from this axis. As something is going to happen in the lunar eclipse that will push you to ask the right questions, allowing you access to the very thing that was hindering you, allowing you to see who you really were. That's why it's shaping your destiny. Access to the illusion. Now, this, as you can see from your cards, will only manifest and come true if you create enough silence to sit with this hardship, that you will experience, emotions, wants, hardships in terms of emotions that you will experience. You're being advised, once you feel that heaviness with the Ten of Wands, to sit down with it calmly, to create silence and ask the right questions. Why am I feeling this way? Why did I act this way? Why did I think that? Why did I say that? Why did I criticize myself? Why did I see myself in this light and not in the other? And these probing questions, as you sit with this heaviness, will give you access, finally, and information to the very part in your brain that was locked up since childhood. This will bring light and help you create a new page that will ultimately, within that time, give you the power that you weren't getting access to. Accessing your real internal power, who you are on the inside. Perhaps that was robbed away from you with some muddling up or misunderstanding from your childhood. Like, for example, let's say a certain tiny trauma happened to a child. Let's say a mother or parents were so loving towards their children that they misunderstood discipline for being too tough, like not talking to the child until this child does what they want, not giving this child love unless they do what they want, thinking that they were very smart and pushing the child to by themselves do the right thing. Let's say these were their ideas. This child ultimately does these things, but grows up to feel that they're not lovable, that love is conditional, that they will only be loved if they treat other people in a way that they want to see them do or be. And so they lose themselves in the process. If we were to take that example, then there is an innate feeling within this person that they have to please others in order to be loved. And so something heavy here is happening during the lunar eclipse. Something heavy. And as you get into the situation and perhaps a lot of emotions arise and they remind you of things from childhood and you cry and you watch yourself deal within a situation in a way that you didn't like, you're being advised at this moment to pause and truly sit with these emotions and start asking yourself the right questions. Why did I say what I said? Why did I do that when I knew that they didn't have the best interest at heart? Why did I respond like that? And when you get an answer, ask again, then why did I feel the need to do that? Why did I feel this way that made me feel the need to do that? Why? And sit with it, get the answers. Because this lunar eclipse is helping you go deep. This is the full moon in Scorpio. Eclipses in Scorpio are not easy. And the next time an eclipse happens, I believe astrologers said in 16 years or 9. Please excuse my dates. I'm not an astrologer. I love listening to astrologers though, but I'm not an astrologer. I think 9 years. So these are like difficult times or a difficult day, but they certainly are a humongous opportunity to break free from something that was hindering us or our lives. So think about it that way. A little challenge that we won't like at all, but it's freeing us forever. Imagine someone being imprisoned and they had to stay in prison for the rest of their lives. And then comes a deal. That's the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. This guard tells this person, look, if you break down this little hill or break this part of this little hill all on your own, in the next week, you get out and you're free. And so this person's like, you know what? Handshake, I'm taking this deal. This person goes and they're tired, their hands are hurting. And as they work on it, they start regretting it. Maybe I did the wrong thing. Am I going to be able to do all that? That hurts. I don't have the muscles, yada, yada, yada. Day after day, their muscles grow and they work. It's like maybe the most difficult time that week during their whole prison time, because other members are jealous that he's getting out and they're bullying him, they're hindering him from finishing it, they're hitting him. And it's just an awful, awful week. But this person finishes it, gets liberated for the rest of his life from that prison. So taking this analogy, that's the energy here. It's not going to be a nice week or a nice day. I don't know why I said week. Maybe it's a week. It's not going to be a nice day. It's not going to be a nice week. But you're liberating something for the rest of your life that you did not have access to. And that's why I feel you're getting the guidance to sit with it. Create silence. You'll find your power through the questions that you ask from these heavy feelings. That is the way into accessing what happened here during your childhood. Maybe you won't find out the event, but you'll find out the wrong pattern, liberating you forever from Six of Cups, long years of doing something that was harming you, changing your destiny for the rest of your life. That is changing by you becoming a very powerful person. A person with the World card and the Queen of Pentacles who's able to do everything that they want. They're able to create the world that they want. They're able to be the person that they want. And they're able to, just like traveling the world, be free to roam around and do the things that they love. So you're becoming your own powerful person. That's like a healed inner child right there. A new chapter of your life where you get to express your passion freely, unapologetically. You get to be who you want to be unapologetically. Freedom of speech, freedom of roaming, freedom from heavy emotions. And you start seeing your world very bright and positive. This is no small deal for you, my dear pile number 4. In fact, you have the 6 of Cups in your reading, which is the energy of the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. But make no mistake, it is changing your destiny forever. And you will be thankful that you got the opportunity to have this lunar eclipse that ends with the 10 of Wands, this whole tiresome cycle forever for you. Yeah. It's certainly a breakthrough moment. In fact, dagas, the rune dagas, means a breakthrough. So you're breaking through that difficulty that you have been going through. And just like pile number 3, I think you might want to check, by the way, pile number 3. Was it 3? Or was it 2? I can't remember. But you have in the 6 of Cups 2 people in love, which shows here that it's going to affect your relationships with other people. It's going to be very healthy. Oh, also with the message here, expect a message from someone during that lunar eclipse, or as a result of this lunar eclipse. And wow, your video was 43 as I said that. 43 is 7 and 7. Remember when I said a week after, maybe a week after the lunar eclipse, many things are happening. You're changing, you're rising, and maybe a certain communication is happening as well. Wow, as I said that, it was 4404. I'm mind blown by the synchronicities in your reading. My dear pile number 4, big things are happening in your life with this lunar eclipse. You're going to be thankful for it, although right amidst it all, it's going to be heavy, but you're breaking free from something that you'll be very thankful for. And many things are changing for you. You know, as now I've done the 4 readings, I can see some things repeating in this reading. You know, better connections, healing yourself. The piles had different things. But yeah, these 2 things were a main thing in all of the piles. But your reading here was very profound when it comes to you breaking through from something you couldn't get access to ever before, healing your inner child, changing your destiny and becoming a more powerful version of yourself. My dear pile number 4, look forward to this lunar eclipse. It's gonna have a great effect on you. It's all over your reading. It's unbelievable. But it will change your destiny forever. You're going to be thankful for this. This was your reading. Did I say 3? I'm sorry. I mean 4. My dear pile number 4, thank you for tuning in. I wish you the best of luck with this energy. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. They were written from the heart, making sure that I help you achieve your dreams and manifest the things that are important to your heart. The Productivity Handbook teaches you how to become a productive person right away. It teaches you how to have a healthy mindset towards productivity, because productivity is not a journey that is meant to be suffered. Otherwise, you are going to drop it. It's a journey that you're meant to enjoy. And it teaches you techniques on how to go about productivity in a very smart way. It's something that I'm passionate about, that I've taught for many years. I've seen people change, and I know I'm going to help you with this. It teaches you techniques on how to tackle even the most intimidating tasks, helping you day by day to enjoy manifesting your own dreams, never watching it from afar ever again. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And while you're there, you might also want to check out the Productivity e-cookbook. I was equally passionate about this project. I've partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to bring out to you 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and here's the thing, cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. In this ebook, you'll find breakfast, dinner, lunch, supper, you name it, salads, desserts, smoothies, it's all in there. And it's explained to you in a very simple way. The recipe is very easy to follow, whether you're a good cook or not. There's also a vegan version, by the way, if you're vegan. If not, you can even make use of both ebooks. This way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from. There are no duplicates in both ebooks. And yeah, you can enjoy these meals for the rest of your life, taking this issue away from you, where you can eat healthy, delicious food, but you can also focus on what is important in your life. My dear pile number 4, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck from my heart. May you have a wonderful life coming ahead for you, and I'll catch you in the next reading.